Christmas, everyone. Lumberg here. Today I'm going to talk about two topics. The first one is the new hero that's coming out. So if you've missed it, there was a message that came out on December 22nd where Age of Z Origins announced the Christmas event. And basically, if you click below on the link, it takes you to a YouTube video. You can really skip most of the video except go to the 53rd second mark where it talks about this new officer. And this is not only a new officer. First, I thought it was a war officer, but if you look closely, it is actually going to be a new type of officer. So let's go back to the... So here in your officers, you can see that you have three different types of officers: directors, strategy, and warfare. This new officer will actually be a different type that is called Drillmaster. So let's take a look at some of these images. So basically in the video, if you watch it, if you haven't seen it, do go back. It looks like it is a female hero with a dog, and I'm confused. It's either called Rocky the dog or Lucky, and her name is Katie. We'll find out in a few days. So what's interesting to know is that this is basically going to be a drill master officer. So it's going to be different than a war officer. And let's look at some of these skills. So here, Rapid Strike is essentially the breakthrough, I think, is the breakthrough skill of this hero. And then if we keep going, this is basically going to be the hero impact. So it essentially reduces the attack of enemy troops by a certain percentage. And as many of you have suspected, this most likely will be a hero that is going to be similar to Alexandria, Zeus, and Saki. Will not be available in the exchange shop, will not be available from the hero officer boxes, and really can be only purchased in the daily packs, or there is a small chance you might be able to get it in the elite orders. So let's go back into the game. I wanted to kind of just, so it's old news that the hero is coming out unless you've missed that message. I wanted to highlight, so first thing to keep in mind is that just in case, I don't think that the chance is there for this to happen, but just in case Camel allows this new hero to be in these officer fragment chests here, right? Save them, don't use them until the new hero comes out. But what I can say is that unless they're going to do some type of only the new skill boxes will give you, I think that because it's a new hero type, it's actually going to have different skills, meaning it's not going to be an LRA. Just in case, do save if you have an extra LRA and an LRE or a melee HP or LR HP or mid-range based on your focus. The key thing to remember is don't use normal recruitment orders. Definitely don't use elite recruitment orders. Why normal? Because I think I have heard of a few lucky people once in a blue moon that actually got Saki from a normal recruitment order. So save those normal recruitment orders, save the elite recruitment orders, definitely save the skill boxes because I think it will be a new hero skill type. So those are my quick tips on the new hero. Next, I wanted to talk about the game update that happened on December 16th that is related to this badge system and the new event Duel of Dominance. I will first caveat it by saying that I haven't played this event because only certain worlds have gotten it. And I did ask the question as to when we think all the worlds will get it, and there isn't a known schedule. So let's take a look at, so what I will share is a couple of screenshots that some kind people on Discord and some of my subscribers has shared that I will share with you guys so that you can have basically a generic knowledge of this event. So first off, I'm going to put in the description the actual event information. So do take a read of this so that you can be, go into it a little bit better prepared. So this is the event info. There is one more page to it that goes through, all the rules, all the how it works, and I have a couple of screenshots. So here you can see there is. I'm not going to bore you with reading this, but do go back and read this. If you don't have it, it's been posted on the Discord page, but I will provide the image link so that you guys can keep it in mind. And then, of course, if you're one of the subscribers that has more information on this event, do actually provide some of that information. I was able to get some additional information. So only certain worlds have it, and I've seen that a couple of people so far have been able to level up their skills to about level 3. So when you click on a badge, you can see that it shows you essentially the maximum damage. But here, this is Mathematicalvv on Discord that helped show this. So this one is to level up from Assault Badge level 1 to level 2. You can see that it takes 2 badges. So level 1 impact is 1%, level 2 impact is 1.4%. So you can see that it progressively takes more badges to get a smaller boost. So this will become, the boost at level 1 seems to be the best because at every point after that, it's a smaller boost. So here's what I was able to compile by looking at different people's stats and levels. So there's 10 different badges, 9 of them have been released. One of them has not been. Here I have 3 columns. I have the level 1 information, the level 2 information, the level 3. You'll see that, okay, you can see a sequence to it. And then you see the maximum level. It's going to take a long time to get to maximum, it seems, because there is a progressively increasing cost in the number of badges needed. So this table might be useful for at least somebody to get an idea of, what am I going to get from this event? But then let's go through some of these other information that people shared. So I'm going to put this all in the description. Special thanks to Sabrina for sharing these. She was awesome to get these to us and basically give people a heads up, since the order of how this has been released. You can see here Princess of Doom at the bottom is saying she really doesn't know when all of this will be released. So read some of this information. Here are some of the rewards that you can get. You can see, really it looks like the boxes that give you those medallions. You have to be ranked at least at the top 200 level to get medallions. You still get honors. So it's still going to be a good event for just participating. There is different ways that you can actually get some of the points. You can see here you can get from contributing, and of course, if you read the description, you'll say, of course, there's going to be events like the Bounty Quest, where you spend some and get more points the more you spend. Here, Sabrina shared some information about how the basic thing and some of the best tip to keep in mind is that there's maximum 60 commanders, and you want to set your defense. So there's actually really good strategy in where you place the defense, where you how you play the game. I'm going to share this right here. So here, Mathematical really shared a kind of good insight. So you can see that you're going to be, it's the top 6 alliances by BP from each world that gets in. And you're going to be matched with different worlds from, 200, 300, 400, all different worlds. And so there's, I've seen some complaints about the disparity of your opponents. So sometimes you'll win really easily, sometimes you won't. Secondly, what we've been able to glean from this, it's really important about where you place your defenses and what order you attack. So the better your defenses are on day 1, you set your defenses, then you have 4 rounds to do attacks. I'm not doing great justice to this because I don't know about the event, so please take it with a grain of salt. I did want to share at least a little information that I had, and this table that I was able to glean. That's kind of like what I like, putting together the table so that people have that information. So I'll put some of these images in the description, and that's all I have about Duel of Dominance. Of course, when we play it, I will have much better insight and some strategies in terms of how to place it. The R5 and the R4. So some of the things that you should keep in mind is, selecting the 60 players that will participate. Because obviously there are some limitations about who gets the rewards. Then, so do you pick the most active? Do you pick the strongest? And so on and so forth. So a couple of things to keep in mind. Finally, you can see the badges and the different types here. If you click on your image and profile, you can see and click on some of these badges. You can see here's the courage badge. It only shows you the maximum, but I have a table that shows you level 1, 2, 3. Last thing is, if you look in your alliance buildings, it looks like there's one additional boost that you can get, which is the honor hall. And if you click on it, it's actually a pretty decent boost of increased damage. So placing high in this event will be great boosts. That's pretty much all I wanted to share. One other good update was it costs less to recover troops from the emergency room, which is actually a good thing. And then they did say that they made some changes to the elite zombie attack impact, but I honestly, it's still one of each and maximum back row that gets me the top. So I don't know if anybody has found any different results. That's it, guys. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and is getting ready to take some time off from both, life, work, as well as game. So, take care, have fun. Happy New Year to everyone.